Welcome to Ed Fisher Field at South Kitsap High School right here in Port Orchard, Washington. I'm Dave Rodriguez, and with me is Brian Pickard. We're starting a couple minutes late tonight, but due to a couple of technical difficulties, but we're on air. Brian, Wolves down 7-0, down 6-0 early after a Graham-Kapowsin touchdown and mishandled extra point attempt. The Wolves punt away on their first series, and Graham-Kapowsin turns it to the 10-yard line. We'll see what the Wolves can do here on defense in the red zone.
I formation.
Looking for the pass out in the flat, completed pass, and almost pushed out of bounds, but I think he stayed in bounds.
Nope, he's out of bounds there.
The official says he's out of bounds at the 3. The Wolves preventing a touchdown there. The punt and return from the Eagles was from number 2, Malachi Roberson. Nice return, just forced out of bounds by the Wolves special teams right around the 10-yard line. The Wolves had a decent first offensive series after the Eagles touchdown, and they were unable to convert on a nice pass on 3rd and 7. The second down and goal at the 3. Handoff, off tackle left. The Eagles punched it in for a touchdown, and that is number 34, Alex Wickwire for the Eagles, scoring for Graham-Kapowsin. It's 12-0, and I believe that they will attempt they're going to go for 2.
Now, when they scored first, they the snap was on the ground and actually recovered by the Wolves, and did not advance it and left it at 6.
Correct. And so now the Eagles will line up for an extra point and see if they can punch this one in. Point after touchdown. It's up. It looks good. It is good. It is 13-0 here in the first quarter here at Ed Fisher Field in Port Orchard. Once again, I'm Dave Rodriguez, and this is Brian Pickard with me here in the booth tonight. We're working on the Wolves football game here tonight, and Graham-Kapowsin comes in highly ranked in the state. The Wolves are, last time I was here in the booth, we picked up a win. They played a game with a lot of heart, a lot of intensity, a lot of grit, and the big word toughness. Brian, what do you think the Wolves need to do tonight in order to capitalize?
Well, I think they need to play some pretty mistake-free football, play a smart game, ball control, keep the high-scoring Eagles offense off the field. So they've got to move the ball offensively, and as we saw a couple of times, we had some great gang tackling by the Wolves, and that's what we need to do to keep this ball game close.
And once again, the Wolves didn't have a nice pass play up the right sideline, one-on-one. They're just a little bit, tiny bit underthrown as Cadence Mercy prepares to kick off for the Eagles.
That looks like an offside. Again, Graham-Kapowsin on the kick. He attempted a squib. Easy for me to say, huh?
Yeah, easy for you to
kick, and there was, I think, just about the whole left side crossed the line before the kick went. So we're gonna back it up 5 yards and do it again.
You mentioned capitalize, Brian, and I think that one thing that football teams do look for is big plays and things that you don't necessarily draw. But Wolves, with the kickoff, might want to try to think about, is there a way we can squeak past these guys and get good, not only good field position, possibly a score, and look for some of those big plays to help them out tonight and capitalize, like you mentioned, as we kick off from right to left again.
Short kick, hitting about the 25, and brings it out 35-yard line.
Yeah, Graham-Kapowsin right there for the kick return there. That's number 9, I believe, for the Wolves. That's Tyson Carter ready to go, catching the kickoff for the Wolves. After it did bounce, we've noticed this season that there's not too many straight-up kickoffs. There's a lot of squibs, there's a lot of onside. In fact, the Wolves started off the game with an onside kick that was recovered at the 50 by the Eagles. As the Wolves line up with 2 wide right, 1 to the left, I formation. Handoff, up the middle, and met immediately at the 35 at the line of scrimmage by the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. No gain. They'll bring up 2nd and 10. And I believe that Brian, go ahead.
Who put a quarter in you? On that play, I just want to point out that was going to be a loss. He was met for a line, and it probably did it by a few inches. But he kept his legs pumping and going, and he got back up the line of scrimmage. And that's the kind of thing you just got to work on. That's the fundamental.
I agree completely. I was going to mention the offensive line. Get that running game going. You need a good running game with a good offensive line. These guys need to block. And that's a good, he bounces out to the right, keeps his legs moving, as you just mentioned. Dancing a little bit, sidestepping. That's number 9 for the Wolves. Tyson Carter with a gain of about 3 or 4 to bring up a doable 3rd and 6. We saw this with the last offensive series, Brian, where they did have a nice pass play up the right side. I mentioned that a couple times, and we'll see what the Wolves do here. We're going to look for 2 to the left, lined up, and 1 to the right. High formation again is number 6. I believe that's number 6, quarterback for the Wolves tonight. Number 8. Number 8, Hezekiah Moore at quarterback. Throws it up the right sideline to number 37, Sam Canton. Pass broken up by a couple of Eagles there up the right sideline. And Moore had to make a quick decision there. He was receiving pressure. He got hit at the end of the play.
He needed to get rid of it like that. It was a decent pass. It just was well defended.
I think it was a good play call. I think it was a good offense with good defense. And as the Wolves punt away, left to right, fielded at the 22 by the Eagles. Up the right sideline he goes. And still on his feet. And forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line, which is where the Eagles will begin.
There's a flag on the field. I think the referee's going to get the Wolves for maybe a horse tap.
A late hit, possibly.
Horse collar thing. Thank you. I couldn't come up with the second part.
Yep.
And I think I was looking right at it, and I don't think it is.
Oh,
there we go. No call.
Taking away the flag. Good eyes, Brian. You've been around the game a long time. Brian, did you or did you not play outside linebacker at the Central Washington University?
I played a little bit.
That's fantastic to hear. That is my alma mater. That makes me proud.
Go Wildcats, huh?
Go Wildcats, absolutely. Or go whatever university that you support there at home. As the Eagles prepare.
They're going to have it
44-yard line for the in Wolf territory, just to the other side of the SK at midfield. And the referees are still squaring away a couple of nuances of the game here as we line up. 2 to the right for the Eagles, just 1 to the left. Wolves looking like they're bringing a linebacker up the middle for a blitz. There's a quick handoff on a jet sweep. Number 2 again, I believe, for the Eagles. That's going to be our Malachi Roberson. He's obviously their speedster.
He's got some speed. They've got, as a football coach, you like to have size because you can't coach size. It comes. And same thing with speed. And Graham-Kapowsin, they've got a boatload of both.
They have both, and it's going to be 2nd and short for the Wolves. There is a timeout called by the Wolves to talk about it as they want to talk
Nope,
about
they're giving them a first down is what they're doing.
I see. I saw the whistle.
I did too. I thought they were.
If it was 2 hands pointing at our team after the whistle, that'd be a timeout. I just misread that one. As number 3 for Nate Thomas, the quarterback for the Kapowsin Eagles, takes the snap, gets it downfield inside the 10-yard line, which is where the Eagles will have the ball. 1st and goal inside the 10. Sometimes I'm trying to read games while the play is going on, and that doesn't work sometimes. So.
And folks, please forgive us. We sit about the 15-yard line on the south side of the field, and so it's hard to pick up when they're all the way down to the north side of the field. Yard line, numbers.
Rolling out. The pass broken up by the Wolves in the end zone. And my mistake, it is not 1st and goal, it's 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Good breakup, good pass defense in the end zone by the Wolves to keep the Eagles off the board on this offensive possession. We'll see what they do here. We got trips to the left, 1 to the right, one tailback for the Eagles. Motions his tailback to the left, takes the snap. Pass out to the flat to the left to Roberson. And gang tackled in the left flat by the Wolves. Sam Canton, number 37, and number 14, Logan and Noye, were both in there on the tackle.
And followed by a number of their teammates. Again, that's good coaching and that's good play. Yeah, Graham-Kapowsin is an amazing team. They've had a winning record for I don't know how many years in a row, and yet here the Wolves are. They're fighting and they're clawing, and the guys are coming to the ball. There must have been 5, 6, 7 Wolves there finally on the tackle, and that's good hustle.
You got to have a good nose for the ball, and if you want to try to maybe possibly get a turnover and knock it out, that's a good habit to have. Pass down the middle to number 2, Roberson, and another touchdown for the Wolves. Another touchdown for the Wolves. Another touchdown for the Eagles as they make it 19-0 here in the first quarter. Nice pass from the quarterback for the Eagles. They'll line up for the extra point. Good snap this time. It's up and it is good. It is 20-0 here in the first quarter here at Ed Fisher Field, the newly anointed Ed Fisher Field here in Port Orchard, Washington. Beautiful night tonight. The moon is out. The Wolves are out. It's perfect. And a perfect night for a football, Brian. Not a lot of wind. Pretty warm by our standards here in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's about 56 degrees on a fall night,
We've got the window open up here in the booth. And
that's because of all the hot air, I think. It's something like that.
Not my hot air. And then I would say this.
Who's talking more? Hey, we got a nice shot of the moon right there.
We got Wolves howling at the moon tonight. Great shot. Thank you, SKTV camera crew. You may have noticed, or excuse me, if you weren't here, first of all, we missed a few things. The national anthem, which is an excellent performance by the SK.
As always.
Directed by Gary Grams as we kick off from right to left.
Well, the kicker fell down. Short kick.
Yeah, that was odd. As number 9, Tyson Carter takes it up the right side again, up to about the 30-yard line.
Yep. Maybe just a little. Nope, right there.
Replay on the touchdown pass. That's number 3, Nate Thomas, quarterback, getting it out to his number 1 target there, Malachi Roberson, excuse me. That's going to be first down for the Wolves at about the 30-yard line. Getting ready to take the snap. Moore pitches it out.
Pitch sweep. He gains a couple yards. Nice little play.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Tyson Carter pitches it out, takes the pitch, and following his blockers and picking up as much territory as possible. Brian, I like the play calls. I do. I like what the Wolves are doing here. They're playing standard football, good standard football on offense, and not trying to do anything tricky.
Nothing, just fancy, straight ahead, tough football.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, they're back up, line of scrimmage. We got I formation. Once again, two split out left, one on the right.
Moore takes the snap, hands off to Rex, handoff. Right up the middle, met by the Eagles for a possible short game. That was a quick snap to number 4 for the fullback. And I like that play. I like the play calls. I like the direct handoff, the immediate handoff to try to take him off guard. That's a good play call. It'd be a boon for the Wolves to pick up the first down, even though this is 3rd and 9.
That front 4 of Graham-Kapowsin, I did a quick math here, and the line averages about 245 across the way.
And
that's big.
For high school, that's pretty big.
That's big, yeah.
Hand it off to number 26, That would be Dylan Murray.
It's fourth down.
Fourth
About
down.
6, so the punting team's going to come back.
And a loss on the play is going to bring up about 4th and 13. So not doable to try to go to the 4th down as we line up to punt.
And we got number 2, Malachi Roberson,
we'll
back.
Keep an eye on him for sure.
He's going to get a
Malachi's
wolf bounce.
Yeah, it was a good punt, a good strategy. It's rolling, taking a nice wolf bounce down inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line. Well done by the Wolves and the special teams to pin the Eagles back a little bit. There's times like these where a nice little possible scoop and score, those types of things. Turnovers and big plays, and then
defense
extends.
Defense can pick you up here and put you right back in the ball game quickly with a score.
All it takes is one play. All it takes is one play. So the Wolves have them backed up at the 13-yard line inside of the Eagles' 15, back in their own territory. Lined up with 2 to the right. We got a different quarterback in, number
15.
Handoff for a very short game to number 1.
That's number 15. Joshua Wood is a sophomore quarterback.
Handoff to number 1, Julian Mason. That's also a sophomore tailback. 5'9", 165. It's going to be bring up 3rd and 9 for the Eagles.
You know, that's smart on the coaching staff for Graham-Kapowsin. You know, get some experience for these other kids, and it evens the playing field a little bit too.
Yeah, and I like how the Wolves tackled on that play. I believe that's going to be a false start.
Yeah, they were jumping.
And it was a high snap to the sophomore quarterback there, so kind of a busted play from the get-go. And it's probably going to bring up about 3rd and 14 for the Eagles. Couple of honorary captains here tonight. We'll get to those in a second. As it's 2nd and 14 with the Eagles backed up to the 8-yard line, their own 9.
I like the way they did this. It's right in front of us here, so that makes it a lot easier to pick out the numbers and see.
Number 15 backs up, throws out to the right flat to his receiver. He gets up.
You know, there's another example of people coming to the ball because the defender was right there, had a hold of him, but he was getting out of his grasp, and all of a sudden here comes the 2nd, 3rd, 4th Wolf, and they tackle him. So it's 3rd and about what, 4, 5?
About 3rd and 5. Julian Mason on the reception there from Josh Wood, the new quarterback. It's about 3rd and 4, yeah, at the 18-yard line. Taking the snap, looking left, passing left, complete to number 1. It seems that Mason, the receiver, number 1, and number 15, Josh Wood, have worked quite a bit together. They look like they're very much on the same page.
He came back for the ball very, very well. Again, good coaching there. Yep. You come back. That's tough to defend, particularly when you got speed. The defensive back is backing up a little bit, give him a little cushion, and all of a sudden he cuts back. That's tough to defend.
A flag on the play about to be called against the Wolves for a face mask. Personal foul. It's going to get a tack on an extra 15 yards at the end of the run. It's going to bring up almost midfield, about the 45-ish yard line. So Wolves not helping their own cause there. I did not personally see the face mask. We can only assume that it possibly happened. But usually those calls are pretty accurate. And this is going to be 1st and 10 towards midfield at the 45-yard line for the Eagles. As they line up with 2 to the right, 2 to the left, split. And 1 tailback who's motioned to his left. Quarterback drops back, screen pass over the top to number 2 this time. Wolves giving chase. Possible illegal block in the back on number 16.
Not possibly. You're going
to bring it back. Number 16. Hassan Manazi, he put a block in the back of number 81, Taryn Krumzik. That's going to be a 15-yard penalty.
Taryn's shaking his head.
He's going to bring everything back. He got rung up pretty good there.
You know, one of the things that they do here, all athletics throughout South Kitsap as well as through the state, is player safety and health is number one priority. He's being checked out. There's always a team doctor on site. And the athletic staff, they're going to check him for concussion.
Well,
he got tattooed.
They should, and it's kind of you can't see it coming. It's probably not a legal block, and he didn't see that one coming, so that's going to be illegal.
I was looking right at it. It was a good call by the referees, and it wasn't malicious. It wasn't.
The guy's trying to play football.
Yep.
Trying free up his teammate to get some extra yards, and sometimes. We can always slow things down, look at them in slow motion, and analyze them from up here in the booth. But when you're on the field, it's very much not slow motion. It's high speed and it's real speed. So, 15-yard penalty brings it back to about the 37-yard line. It's going to be first down and about 24. Second down.
First down.
24. Pass to his left. Ball bounces on the ground.
A receiver slipped there and fell down, and he almost made a good effort. He almost got and caught it, but ball was a little bit out of his reach.
And once again, the quarterback for the Eagles, number 15, Josh Wood. He's the sophomore quarterback coming in off the bench. The pass incomplete to Miles Haywood, number 22. And a couple of slips on the turf tonight. Maybe a little bit more slick than it looks from up here, high up in the booth.
We haven't had any rain, so although a dry turf field can be really slippery.
2nd and 20 for the Eagles. As Wolf gets himself in the backfield, pass up the left side, marked incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
No, that was a complete pass about the 45-yard line.
As the kids say, Brian, my bad.
We're getting some interesting signals from the referee. So
I absolutely saw the referee coming in from the weak side, waving his arms as incomplete pass, and so I was just trying to go with the refs.
There you go.
The lesson is trust Brian.
I wouldn't go that far.
Trust Brian.
But it's difficult to see sometimes up here. We've got a glare and. Anyway, we'll make all kinds. We've got other excuses we can use, but that's for the second half.
3rd and 12 for the Eagles. And there's another Wolf in the hen house here. As the quarterback is scrambling up the right side past the 40, slides at the 40. They're looking for a flag. They get a flag on a late hit from number 37, Sam Canton. And once again, I would say this on the Eagles side just two minutes ago. I was saying the same thing on the Wolves side. We can slow down the action and instant replay. We can talk about it up here in the booth. You can even armchair quarterback if you want to, but it's real speed, it's real time down there on the field, and you got a quarterback running loose, and he decides to slide, and you're already committed to putting the helmet on him to tackle him, and sometimes it doesn't work out. Referees throw the flag.
We're understanding that D-Rod's microphone is maybe not working as good as it should, so we're going to try a tabletop.
So we're going to go with this. Should be.
We need a little feedback to find out if that's working or not.
Double the sound, maybe.
Yeah, because they really do want to listen to you.
Well, I'm here for a reason. That's why I get paid the big money to be up here in the booth.
You get paid money?
Oh, never mind. I'm a volunteer.
Hey, we are volunteers.
We enjoy it. We're here for a reason.
All right, we got 1st and 10 on the 25. Eagles are driving.
That is going to be number 5 for the Eagles, scampering into the end zone. Hansen. He is a junior, a 5'9", 170-pound junior, scampers into the end zone for a touchdown. Eagles here in the 4th quarter. It is 26-0 Eagles over the Wolves as they line up for an extra point. As the fans cheer, block that kick. We'll see what happens. The kick is not blocked. It is up and it is good. 27-0 for the Eagles over the Wolves. The Wolves had him pinned back, had a penalty there at the end that gave him some extra yards there at the end, got him closer to the Wolves end zone, and they were able to punch it in. Brian, I do like that they are still bringing a extra blitzer on most plays. A couple of times there on that drive, there was a Wolf in the backfield pressuring the quarterback.
There's just some speed that they're dealing with that's just very, very difficult. The Graham-Kapowsin receivers and running backs are fleet of foot, and they make some pretty good moves, and that's tough. It's really, really tough.
I'd say that Roberson, their number one option as tailback and kick returner, he's looking like a all-state type of a player. He's a senior, and their starting quarterback also played very well with a couple of touchdown passes here in the first quarter for the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. It is 27-0 Eagles over the Wolves as the Eagles prepare to kick off from right to left.
It looks like they're planning for another short kick because the deep back is back just right about the 20, and that's where he catches it. Coming up the right side. Good tackle.
Kick.
Good hard run.
Ball kicked off by number 44, who we do not have here on the program, but it looks like a new kicker possibly as well. And recovered and fielded by Tyson Carter, brings it up towards about the 20, 25, 30-yard line. See where that ball is spotted for you. That's about the 20, 28, 29-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wolves, working from left to right as we count down the final seconds of the first quarter. Moore preparing to receive the snap. Under center, pitches it out, running left, picking up a few positive yards are the Wolves. I believe that's Tyson Carter. Have a Wolf shaking up on the play. Yeah, Tyson Carter with the run. He's a little bit gimpy getting up there. Got hit by a couple of Eagles. And brings up 2nd and 8. I like that the Wolves they're pitching, they're running, they're trying to rely on their ends and their line to get some yards, Brian.
And that is the end of the first quarter. And as they say, here's a partial score. Graham-Kapowsin 27.
That is a partial score, Brian.
Sorry.
The Wolves,
Wolves 0.
The Wolves are working hard tonight. The Eagles are once again very highly ranked in the state, top 10, maybe even top 5.
Top 3. I've seen them both ranked 2nd and 3rd, depending on what poll you look at.
The Eagles are ranked 2.5 in the state.
Yeah, there you go.
And so they're ranked pretty darn high.
Hey, just a little bit non-football news here for all you SK alums and current students. Homecoming's coming up October 25th, a couple of weeks now, and the theme of this year's homecoming was just announced today, Night in Paradise.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Did you probably went to homecoming? And
absolutely.
When you were in high school, college, all that kind of stuff.
I played in the school band right here at South Kitsap High for every single homecoming.
Well, the theme is a night in paradise. Why they only want 2 dice, I don't know, but paradise.
All right.
Sorry.
Oh, man.
I told D-Rod ahead of time I had some pretty bad jokes. So.
Thank you for the band for the rendition of Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline during the break there. Speaking of the band, Moore takes the snap. He's in trouble early. Gets rid of it, and very wisely gets rid of it. He literally had an Eagle with a hand on his left shoulder pad.
Yeah, it's hard to throw when someone's pulling you backwards.
I think Moore did a great job of dumping that ball with the Eagles that were in the backfield almost immediately. Brings up about a 3rd and 8 for the Wolves.
You know, it'll be interesting to see if we tighten up the gaps between the linemen a little bit to give our quarterback a little more time, because we've got to get some big plays to get back in this ball game.
Something to keep an eye on is that line play. Thank you, Brian. Nice handoff to the left. Immediately tackled by number 50 for the Eagles. Immediately tackled by number 50 for the Eagles. That would be Curtis Hill. Number 9, Tyson Carter, banged up on the play, it seems like. And so I think you'll be taking a little break as the Wolves prepare to punt.
He's given the universal sign, tapping his head, saying, I got to come out.
Yep.
And he wouldn't do that if there wasn't a
good reason. And a few plays ago, he was banged up coming off the left sideline before we switch sides of the field as we get ready to punt. The ball is up and bounces over the Eagles returner's head. Still fields it and is getting positive yardage up the right sideline. Tackled out of bounds. Hopefully no flag on that one. That's number 22. That's number 22 for the Eagles, Miles Haywood. And brought out of bounds, looks like by Josh Connors, number 7. As the Eagles prepare to set up right about midfield, close to Wolf territory at the 49-yard line, their own 49-yard line. Graham-Kapowsin, really doing a good job with their line play tonight.
Number 73 for Graham-Kapowsin is 6'4", 290. I think the Seahawks are going to have a play this Sunday.
Yeah. Oh, and getting in the backfield are the Wolves, and had number 3 down. He somehow scampers away.
And still gets the ball off, who catches and
gets the ball out to number 2. So number 3 to number 2, that's Nate Thomas passing it to Malachi Roberson again, who's back in the game. And that's a pickup for enough for the first down for the Eagles. Boy, the Wolves really had the quarterback.
That would have been a great play. Good effort, but just
yanking on the jersey and everything, and just could not quite bring him down. He really kept his footing.
Give credit to Thomas, number 3.
Credit where credit is due, as Graham-Kapowsin lines up, pass out to the right flat, up the right sideline, tackled, pushed out of bounds. That's number 1, pushed out of bounds. Julian Mason by Preston Moritz for the Wolves. Nice force out, Preston. Good job. That will bring up. He picked up some yardage on that one, I believe. We have a coach coming out on the field. Looks like there must be something's going on out here. I can't quite figure it out.
They're not giving us any clues. The ball, they gained about 3 yards on that. I think 3-4 yards.
Right.
But they haven't moved the down marker yet, so we really can't find out.
Don't see a flag anywhere on site. Looks like the referee's going to come out and explain.
Just trying to.
There's a penalty on the Wolves. Was that a hold or illegal block?
Possibly illegal hands to the face.
Gotcha. It's funny. I still don't see a flag anywhere on the field.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Brian has spotted the flag.
There we go. I didn't either, and all of a sudden there it is.
Okay. Getting everything straightened up here on the field, and especially up here in the booth. Yep, there's the laundry. Put it away. Yep. So that's going to be a penalty on the Wolves. Going to bring
big one, 15 yards.
That's a couple of those tonight, and I wonder, possibly could be a frustration penalties more than technical penalties. So this brings the ball up to the 21 of the Wolves, 22-yard line of the Wolves. 1st and 10, Eagles.
We have a great view of it because it's right straight down in front of us now. So, I just blew our excuses for not knowing numbers.
And it seems that
showing a blitz off,
and it's handed off right side, up the middle and to the right to number 7, just about brought down to the 1-yard line. That is number 7, Shabro Johnson, with the run for the Eagles, almost punching it in.
The tackle was Preston Mortiz. I think I mispronounced it.
Yeah, that's a Moritz. Preston Moritz.
My apologies.
And I got to say, I'm noticing, Brian, that the Eagles are bringing jumbo package almost every time with extra tight end as a blocker and extra offensive lineman. So that's really them trying to exert their will over the Wolves at the line.
Yeah.
As they line up at the 1, first and goal from the 1.
Power eye for another touchdown.
Number 7, Shabro Johnson, in for the touchdown for the Eagles. It is going to bump up the score to 33-0 here in the second quarter.
10:22 left in the second quarter. Something I've noticed, Dave, is that what's getting the Wolves is the cutback of these running backs or the receivers for the Eagles. They just seem to get the Wolves out of position, and that's another 10-15 yards in that case. It's tough, and it's tough to open field tackle.
Well, you mentioned this earlier, Brian. There's some speed that is, the Wolves have to deal with tonight, and it's a tall order. I don't see any give up there on the field at all from the Wolves as they line up for the extra point. Up and looks good, and it is good. It's 34-0 Eagles here in the second quarter.
You know, the coaches get their various groups together here in between, talking them up, letting them know what they need to do.
Absolutely.
We got something else coming here at South on this coming Thursday, October 17th from 5 to 6:30 p.m. This is for all students, family, and the families. There's many businesses, colleges, all branches of the military will be on campus, and they're going to have information and be available to answer questions. Financial aid presentations will be from 5 and at 6:30 in the theater. Plus, Jostens will be here with graduation supplies and class rings. And trust me, senior families, get on top of that as fast as you can.
Man. Graduation supplies are important.
As they say here in the announcement, it says, it's your future, be there. If you got questions, go see Mrs. Elton in the Career Center. Give her a call or send her an email.
Don't procrastinate like D-Rod and wait for the week before graduation to try to get all this stuff. No, just hypothetical. As the Eagles prepare to kick off from left to right, another squib bouncing kick, fielded at the 20 by the Wolves. That's number 26, gets it up to the 30. That's number 26, Dylan Murray, I believe, returning the kick for the Wolves. Starting position from our right to our left, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Brian, I really hope the Wolves stick to plan A with their formula of offensive play calling.
Just going through basic things to put them in a good position to make a play, miss tackle, something like that, just to lift the spirits here a little bit. Nice drive would do wonders for the morale, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Keep doing what you're doing. Although that line for the Eagles is formidable. Keep blocking, keep fighting.
That's a big word. Can you spell that?
No, there's a late block on number 30, I believe, for the Eagles. Yeah, he gave a forceful shove in the back to a play the play that was dead. And that is going to be a 15-yarder against Michael Kelly, number 30. He's a 6'2", 235-pound senior, and gave like I said, a shove. That's going to be 15 yards on the Eagles. I'm sure the coaches for the Eagles aren't happy about that. You always want to try to exert your dominance or your force or whatever over the other team, but that's a little bit over the line or a lot over the line.
I'm sure the Eagles coaches are class act, and I'm sure they're going to have a little discussion, a little learning, as
learning
we say in the
moment,
classroom, a little learning moment, or as parents.
Teaching opportunity.
Yep, absolutely. So the Wolves are almost to midfield.
Yeah, we'll take the Wolves will take what they can get. 15 yards is 15 yards. 2 backs. Handoff.
Power. Ice, as they would call that.
Ice. As Moore hands it off to number 9, Tyson Carter, for a short gain. A gain nonetheless.
I'm calling Tyson's name quite a bit there. He's all over the place. He's working hard.
Yeah, he's handling the ball.
He's going to come off, take a little breath. He probably needs that.
Yeah,
he's working hard.
Good call. Wolves are waiting for the call from the sideline. And quick call from the quarterback, Moore.
Is that?
One receiver up the right side, that's Canton lined up, and we have 2 more to the left. As Moore prepares to take the snap. Pitch to the left.
Nice block. Nice sealed on the corner there.
Yeah, nice hard run. That was a good block. And that's number 26 again, I believe, for the Wolves. For the Wolves, Dylan Murray.
I like the way that young man runs. He's not the biggest guy out there by any stretch, but let me tell you, he runs hard. And that corner, I believe, who came up and made the tackle, he knew Mr. Moore was there.
And I believe that this is going to be the best opportunity and the best field position of the night for the Wolves to pick up a first down here and keep this drive alive.
They are in Eagle territory.
Two wideouts to the right, 1 to the left, 2 tailbacks. Fumbled snap. Moore scrambling with it, and he's going to take a sack in the backfield. The ball ended up on the deck. Not sure if it was what happened there in transmission between the center and the quarterback, but it just did not. It did not. Not a completed snap. I believe the Wolves are going to go for it here.
And it's 4th and 12, 4th and 11. And had it not been for that bobbled snap, it would have been a lot easier to convert on the 4th down if they indeed did not convert on the 3rd down. This makes it a lot tougher, and I can't say that I blame the coaches for calling a play here instead of a punt. Moore's waiting for the call from the sideline for the play as Coach Erickson discusses with the official and decides to call a timeout to get a play in while the Wolves come over to the sideline to discuss that play. 4th and 12. Two honorary captains tonight here at Ed Fisher Field. We've got Heather Hayes. Heather Hayes, honorary captain, is a 9th grade counselor and the head cheer coach at South Kitsap High. Heather attended Olympic High School in Bremerton, where she was varsity cheerleader and then went on to cheer at Central Washington University and semi-pro. Heather has been a school counselor for 13 years, where she finds value in having the opportunity to impact students in a meaningful way. This is Heather's 3rd year coaching cheer at South Kitsap High School, where her mission is to build community support with an emphasis on equity amongst her cheer squad. Her biggest life's blessing is her son Carter and the joy and humor he brings to her life. As the Wolves prepare to line up for 4th down, thank you, Heather, for doing what you do and being an honorary captain.
They are going to kick the ball away here now.
We're lining
Punt
up
the
for-
ball, excuse me, be
Lining
technical.
up for a punt. Good punt, nice and high. Bounces inside the 20, inside the 15 for the Eagles. He fields it, and a host of Wolves are there to try to get him down.
And there they do.
And
Nice coverage.
About the 22-yard line. Yeah, he definitely danced around quite a bit. He stayed fleet of foot. It took about 5 or 6 Wolves to finally corral him and to get him down to the turf. That's where the Eagles will begin at the 22. 1st and 10.
Hey, D-Rod, do you know why the coach, I promise, you asked me to tell this one. Do you know why the coach went to the bank?
No.
He went to go get his quarterback.
I don't believe it. I love it.
D-Rod, you guys, I apologize for you guys, you 3 people in the audience, but he begged me to tell you that.
Brian suckered me with that one earlier. I wasn't quite expecting it. You
didn't think you were going to do it live, did you?
Just as you weren't expecting it just now. So I should have warned the audience. I didn't. I'll have to sleep with that one tonight. As the Eagles prepare to line up for 1st and 10 inside the 25-yard line. Wolves need to capitalize on a possible big play turnover type of a play here. Anything to create a spark.
Well, they got him down deep. Let's come up with a defensive play or two and stop him short. There we go. Nice gang tackling once again by the Wolves.
And the ball, there must have been a penalty of some kind, Brian, because I swore they were at the 22, and it looks like they're starting off at the 12, so there must have been a 10-yard penalty of some kind.
Well, no, we wouldn't miss that, would we?
No, we were busy talking and telling jokes.
You call that. Okay, thanks.
We'll call that a joke. I believe it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 for the Eagles. As it's handed off to the left, still barreling down the side towards the sideline. Looks like they might have enough for 1st down.
We are having a little bit of I think I may be off.
Possible technical difficulties. We're going to soldier on here.
Maybe down in the truck they can let us know if they're hearing both of us.
Yep, we can't hear ourselves, but we are once again going to continue on. As the Eagles did pick up the 1st down, and they're going to line up once again. Big package of blockers here, extra tight end on the left. And scampering up the left sideline for a short gain and squeezing in a couple extra yards out of that run is number 30. Not only is he on the defensive side of the ball, he's also on the offensive side. That's Michael Kelly Jr. for the Eagles. He got stopped about 3 yards.
No.
We are still unable to hear ourselves, but we are going to continue on. He picked up about 3 yards and then picked up about another 3 by just keeping those legs moving, as Brian alluded to earlier with what tailbacks should do. Young football players keep that in mind. Pitch to the left, going up towards the left sideline, met pretty quickly by some Wolf defenders. It looks like he might have been able to fall down across.
I think he did.
The line to gain for a first down. Oh, they're going to spot him short.
I gotta like that.
Got to spot him short. No bias, Brian. We are impartial announcers here.
We are both from South Kitsap. And
I can hear myself a little bit.
I can too. Sounds a little bit. I hope the audience can hear us.
Yes, that's the number one thing. It's not. Can I hear myself?
Although if we went silent, they might appreciate it.
Oh, and bouncing out to the right, tackle to the right. Bouncing out down the middle and scampering down the sideline.
That's going to come back. There's a flag down, a couple flags down. I think that's coming back. I think there's an illegal block.
As Brian says, once again, as I mentioned earlier this evening, always trust Brian. And there will be a flag, and it looks like the Eagles are marching back to and past the original line of scrimmage. Let's see what the call is here. I see 2 flags, so it couldn't have been too discreet.
I think it's the same penalty. Just 2 of the refs saw that.
Correct.
We got 5:10 left in the second quarter. The score is
34-0.
34-0.
Illegal block in the back, so that's going to bring that entire play, that scoring play, back for the Eagles.
Sometimes people can have the argument, well, he still scored a long time. Well, he probably wouldn't have made it that far had the penalty not occurred.
Correct. People need to think about that. The reason that these penalties exist and they're called is so can't give an unfair advantage.
Wolves are showing blitz off the left, and here he comes.
And he's scampering up the left sideline, past the 40, past the 30. Will the Wolf catch him? He's at the 10. He's going to squeak in, I believe, in the corner of the end zone for a touchdown. Eagles.
No, they say he stepped out of bounds. I don't see arms.
I believe he called it a touchdown. That's number 13 for the Eagles. On the scoring play, Devin Pollard, 6'4", 190-pound wide receiver, senior, punches it in from about 50 out up the left sideline for the Eagles for that big running and scoring play. The Eagles line up for the extra point. And the snap, we think the snap a little bit high and wobbly, up and good for the extra point for the Eagles, 41-0 here at Ed Fisher Field with 5:01 left to go in the second quarter. Giving up some big plays here on defense tonight, Brian.
It's tough to match this. One of the things is that with a 40 or more point spread, the clock goes to running clock.
So, and that is going to start after this kickoff, is that right?
That is correct.
Gotcha.
I mean, it'll stop on a timeout or that type of thing. So,
but other than no matter what happens, the clock will run even in the first half. Is that correct?
I believe so.
We're going to find out.
We need you, Phil. Phil.
We are able to hear ourselves, and we are happy campers up here in the booth.
I cannot.
And
which is probably a good thing. My wife wishes she had a mute button for me, I'm sure. But Phil, I'm getting a couple of texts from Phil. He's listening or watching the game, and Phil, we need your expertise.
Hello, Phil.
Phil in Montana.
Yes, thank you for calling in, Phil from Montana. That's fantastic.
He's texting in, but that's all right.
Close enough. It's new technology as the Wolves fielded at the 20 up the left sideline. Tyson Carter brought down by number 43 for the Eagles, and that's Jordan Lythizer, 5'8" junior. Nice tackle there. As the Wolves will begin their offensive series here at about the 25, 30-yard line, about the 27.
Yeah, D-Rod, before we get going back to football, just to let all know that Photographers are going to be in the gym foyer during all lunches this Thursday, the 17th. Every student who has not had an ID card made this year must have their picture taken. Purchase is optional, however, picture taking is mandatory. That sounds like you got to do it.
Yeah, mandatory means you have to. Tyson Carter met at the line of scrimmage by number 28, Aaron Cora Yondel, for a no gain. They said he picked up a couple. The reason I thought he had no gain is because it was a very nice form tackle. So the Wolves pick up 2, 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. I believe we have a new quarterback in for the Wolves. We'll get that name and number out to you as soon as we can. Takes the snap, hands off left, up the left side for about a yard.
That's Dylan Babb, 6'1", 161 quarterback. He's a junior.
There's a handoff to Tyson Carter, the tailback. I like how the Wolves are sticking, like I said earlier, to plan A and just running their plays. Do what they've been taught and coached to do.
Keeping the, the risk low.
I like the block at number 77. Adam Kennedy was thrown out there on the left side, even though it was a short gain, and it will be 3rd and 7.
And we're stopping the clock. It's timeout Wolves. There's 3:28 left in this first half. Eagles up 41-zip. The Wolves are fighting hard, though. They're sticking with it. Heads are up, and that's hard to do. D-Rod, I know you played a variety of sports and a lot of basketball and coaching and things, and that's a tough thing to do when you're getting it handed to you.
It's easy. It's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to get down. It's tougher to keep those things from happening, and that's between the ears. You gotta, they always say, the old adage is 90% mental, and that is true a lot of the time. And
90% mental and 70% something. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, so it's to keep your head up.
True.
To keep,
excellent point.
To not get down on yourself, to not get down on your team. It's a big deal, and it says a lot about heart. It says a lot about getting out there and staying out there. And
you're absolutely right too, because it's really easy when you're winning and things are going your way, but when it's the opposite, it's tough. So here we go, 3rd and about 7, 8.
As Babb lines up behind, takes the snap, hands off, fake handoff. He's got 2 Eagles in his face. It's pass almost completed.
And there's a flag down.
To number 86, I believe, and that's
a late flag.
Jeffrey.
It's away from the play.
Jeffrey Batt almost was an intended target there. Two defenders on Batt on that play.
They were chasing. He felt the heat.
Yeah, he definitely felt the heat, and Babb the quarterback definitely felt the heat, and Batt the receiver definitely had 2 receivers on, 2 defenders on him. They're picking up the flag, no penalty.
That's interesting. That's about 3rd time they've done that this game.
Once again, I like to try to get inside the heads of the officials, because I've never really, as a former coach, I always try to interpret what they're thinking, because I think it's fascinating. And once again, everything's all in fun and up here in the booth, and we just want to keep it fun. As the Wolves prepare to punt from right to left, as we see it.
South to north.
There we go. Good directions.
Line drive kick.
Fielded in midfield.
Fielded about the 45.
Breaks the tackle.
Tackles.
That's number 22.
Brought him down about the 35-yard line.
That's number 22 again for the Eagles. That is Miles Haywood. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. I bet you the running clock rule is not applied until the second half.
I'm kind of thinking
that's my assumption. That's my guess. With 3:10 left here in the first half, here at Ed Fisher Field in Port Orchard, it's Eagles of Graham-Kapowsin 41, the Wolves of South Kitsap 0 so far. There is a penalty against the Eagles, which is going to bring that ball back.
I think that's a penalty for too many points in the first half. What do
Well,
you think?
I agree.
Yeah.
But you can't. There's no time machine here. You can't go back. Wolves putting up a good effort here tonight against the Eagles. As Graham-Kapowsin lines up for 1st and 10.
It's a blitz up the middle.
Handoff up the middle and out to the right, busted out to the right for a few yards. Number 26 and number 14 on the tackle for the Wolves. That's Dylan Murray and Logan Hanoi. Popped it out for about 4 yards. Bring up 2nd and 6 towards midfield as the Eagles are marching towards Wolf territory.
And the referee's whistle to stop there. Looked like they had a little equipment needing fixing by number 7 there, Joshua Connors.
Got a number, Kyle Sunich, quarterback now for the Eagles, number 11. Hands it off to his tailback, immediately met by a Wolves. An ensuing scrum results in a short gain for the Eagles. Going to bring up a 3rd and about 2 or 3 yards. Nice tackle by the Wolves defense. The Eagles really just tried to run it straight up the middle, exert their will over the Wolves defensive line. I love seeing the fight in that defensive line. We're not going to pick up a first down in this play. Win each play. That's your goal here. Win each play as the Eagles line it up. Handoff. Met in the backfield, touched but not tackled, and once again tackled by.
I think it's tackled for a loss.
A host of Wolves
there. A yard or two there.
Right in the middle of the field, at midfield, and he's going to be short by a couple of yards.
He did gain a yard, but you're right. He's short.
It's going to be 4th and 2. We'll see what Graham-Kapowsin does here.
Looks like they're going to run a play.
Doesn't seem like their punt unit is ready to run out the field just yet.
Yeah, he's looking to the sideline for the play.
It would definitely be a boost of encouragement for the Wolves to be able to either stop them on 4th down or to force a punt in this situation. They might be just running down some play clock here, and they're going to call a timeout.
D-Rod, back in my day, we used to shuttle players in and out with the plays and stuff, and now they use hand signals and numbers and all that, coding it, and
I started that.
They're a lot smarter.
I started that.
Because we were running around in leather helmets if we had them.
Well, it's hard to see when everything is black and white. It's not as clear
jokes
now.
are mine, not you.
Not as clear back then.
And Eagles take a timeout here. I got a quick SAT announcement I can make here.
It's important. Go with it? Let's do it.
Limited number of calculators are now available for checkout to support the PSAT testing, which is this coming Wednesday, October 16th. Freshmen, sophomores, juniors, bring your student ID to the book room to check one out, unless you got one of your own to use. Seniors, bring your own graphing calculator on Wednesday, October 16th for the SAT testing. You want to do your best. A limited number will be available at the test site to use if you do not own one. And if you've got parents, if you've got a student that's going to be taking either one of those, good test taking practices. I remember I used to always coach them up with that, good meal, good breakfast, good night's sleep. That's the best way you can prepare rather than trying to cram for it or do something like that. Get rest, get good food, be ready to go healthy, and here we go.
Back in my day, they would check us out at Abacus. That's how long ago I took the SAT.
Can you imagine what they did with us?
And the handoff up the middle, and it looks like that the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles are going to pick up that first down. The Wolves unable to hold him there, and man, what a great series on defense for the Wolves, only to have it yanked out from under them with a 4th down conversion there, giving a 3rd down. Forcing them into a 4th down. That was a big deal for the Wolves there. And convert or not, I commend the Wolves defense for giving their best effort there as Graham-Kapowsin lines up, pitch to the left, up the left side. He's still going. He's still on his feet and slips through a few tackles up to the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Eagles at the Wolf 25.
Time will stop from reset the chains, and there it goes.
And it's already, the clock is, okay, gotcha. We're still not quite sure about the running clock rule.
Phil from Montana.
Phil.
Shoot me a text on that one.
Phil.
I think it is the second half. It really doesn't make any difference. I think Graham-Kapowsin is going to be satisfied with just letting the clock run out here.
Without trying to punch it in. And the clock is down to under 5 seconds now, and they are going to send the players to the sidelines, and they'll head off to the locker room. And for halftime this evening, we'll be showing SK's marching band, followed by videos produced by SKHS students. Enjoy the halftime, and we'll be back soon with the second half.
I'm sure they'll be going to the locker room.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, your South Kitsap High School marching band. Tonight's halftime show is under the direction of senior drum major Sarah Reed, senior drill master Courtney Nesson, junior drum major Aaron Calabringan, and junior drum major William Sarelli. Tonight the band is performing songs from the 2019 show Motown Magic. Collection 1 tonight will be featuring the song I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and ABC arranged by Tom Wallace. This features Tim Reedy on the trumpet. time ball. Number 3 will be closer. Penalty is arranged by Papa, also featuring Kingley on the cover. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your South Kitsap High School marching band. The drum majors and band would like to thank the senior band members, secondly, parents, and South Kitsap School District for their dedication and hard
Last Saturday, SK DECA members Piper Wilson and Joseph Laws hosted the CF Hero 5K in McCormick. Although the weather didn't go as planned, there was still a great turnout.
Thank you to everyone who came out, even though it's pouring down rain. We're so excited. We had prizes away.
All donations made went to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation. Special thank you to the following sponsors who helped support this event. They couldn't have done it without you.
This is Stella. She was adopted on September 11th from the Kitsap Humane Society. She's here to help show how adopting can be better than buying, as well as the process her human had to go through to get her.
For the past year, I've been looking for a small to medium breed dog. I went to the Kitsap Humane Society, I think twice, and the second time I ended up adopting my new dog, Stella. We went out into the lobby, asked for a counselor to meet with us, saying that we wanted to meet with her. After that, we brought our dogs out to go and meet her. She was sent home with some dry kibble, some probiotics so that way she wouldn't get sick, and then we bought her a collar.
By adopting, the number of euthanized animals is reduced, as well as the price. The adoption fee includes your animal being spayed or neutered, the first set of vaccines, and sometimes even microchipping. Since there are a lot of mistreated animals today, adoption opens room for another one to be treated in hopes of finding a forever home, changing your pet's world for the better. If you're looking for a furry friend, it's encouraged that you look into adoption. After all, October is Adopt a Dog Month.
Mental health in high school students have some of the most unhealthy percentages to today's date. In 2017, according to the U.S. Health and Human Services, 31% of high schoolers said they felt sad and hopeless every day for at least 2 weeks. Following that, 17% of high schoolers said they actually considered attempting suicide. The stress and depression someone can hold can take away their identity, but you do not have to fight this battle alone. Your teachers, your peers, and other adults all care about you. There's always an outlet for you and you to talk about how you feel. And together, we can break the stigma of negative connotation in talking about mental health. You are not alone.
Are you stuck looking for a dress for homecoming? Do you love helping out your community? If so, come to the Prom Closet where you can find the perfect dress for you. The Prom Closet program is a food fundraiser for the South Kitsap Helpline ran by the Community Transition Program at South, which gives working opportunities for students with special needs. All you need to do to get your dress is bring in 2 full bags of non-perishable food and then start looking. There's a very wide variety of styles and sizes that are available to choose from also. Every situation is welcome, so come on down and let's beat the goal of 900 pounds of food. All you have to do is contact Laura Lane by calling or message the Prom Closet Facebook site to make an appointment. The sooner, the better. This is a place to help your community and look great doing it.
Outside, you definitely shouldn't be trying to hide from all the cars that probably cannot see you. If you get hit by a car, I wouldn't want to be you. Take a look in the mirror before you go, and make sure you're wearing some lighter clothes. Lighter clothes. Lighter clothes. White or neon reflective too. A hat or a shirt will certainly do. And if you're driving, make sure you're paying attention. If you actually hit somebody with your car, you would have to live with that for the rest of your life. What would you do?
crazy? There's a fire.
See that? Oh, you don't? This is how a lot of people look at bus stops early in the morning. Even a simple cell phone flashlight could save your life. Add bright clothes and reflective surfaces, and it's even better. Protect yourself and others. Be seen, be safe.
Welcome back, everyone. We're just about ready for the second half. I'm Dave Rodriguez, and with me is Brian Pickard. Brian, the Wolves are down 41-0. Here to get into the second half. Rumor has it there will be a running clock. However,
we did confirm that. Second half running clock when the discrepancy is 40 or more.
Did that come in from Montana? When I say Montana, I mean Phil, the normal guy.
No, actually, he did.
When I say normal, I mean
not as far
normally here.
Not as far as starting the second half, but from different research, deep research and whatnot, I found it was only the second half.
Okay.
Some guy down the hall told me.
I need the information. I need you to fill me in. Anyway, Phil, I'm glad you're tuning in from Montana tonight, and
I hear it's balmy and warm out there.
Yeah, balmy and probably 23 degrees. That's how it was in Colville, Washington this morning, east of the mountains, up towards the Canadian border. We've got the Wolves doing their pregame stretches, and in the first half, Brian, what I did like on the offensive side of the ball for the Wolves is they stuck to their game plan and they ran their plays as coached, and they didn't seem to deviate, they didn't seem to panic, and they just kept running the plays.
That they did. They didn't run anything high risk because you don't want to give the opposing team, another when you're behind that much. Don't give them another opportunity to make a big play or something like that. And it's good. It's just Coach Erickson and the rest of his staff, they're working incredibly hard to rebuild this program. They've got a lot of kids out that are playing. They're working. Talking fundamentals. They're going to be working this spring when the middle schools are playing football. They're going to be working there, building this program back up to, to the level that they want it to be. The kids want it to be, the community, and everybody does. And
it's nice talking. When you do talk to the coaches, the SK coaches, they talk about, we're getting there. We're not there now.
Doesn't happen overnight,
but we're getting there, and it's something that's a work in progress, and it's getting better over time. once again, just a reminder, pick up our first win in several seasons just a few weeks ago. That was a huge deal for this community. That really brought a lot of pride to this community, and just that's a good starting point for these Wolves. That was a big night and something we'll not soon forget here in the SK community.
Yeah, and it's contagious, and part of that, even before that and leading into that game, you see a lot of community pride. There are, I don't know how many hundreds of the South Kitsap Wolves maroon flags that are out in front of most of the businesses in downtown Port Orchard and scattered around Port Orchard, South Kitsap. And there's a lot of pride in that. And it's not just about football. It's not just about any one particular sport or activity or even school. It's the community. And people are really trying and picking things up. And it feels good. I mean, I'm having retired now a little over a year ago. I'm not quite as connected in the district around the surrounding area, but I really see that. I feel that. I hear people talking about it. They're talking about the good things that are going on in all our schools with our kids and the things that they're doing. So anyway, we're getting ready to kick off the second half. Now we've got 24 more minutes of football. Let's hope it's a good one for South.
Squib kick from Eagles as it's fielded around the 40-yard line. That's going to be number 4 for the Wolves. Brought down by the Eagles. That is Josh Whitman for the Wolves. Received the kick there. The Wolves will start 1st and 10 at the 30. And just to confirm, the clock is running. It is I believe is it a 40-point rule there, Brian, in WIAA football? So it wasn't running at the end of the first half, but it is starting the second half running clock. So
it will stop
aware at home.
It will stop on a timeout. Although looks like an equipment issue with one of the receivers switching fields. The referee made him move, but the clock is still ticking with that. So
so even with that, the clock ticks, and Will Helliker has to come off the field for an equipment check.
Ball's on the ground.
And it looks like that it's recovered by the Eagles by one of the linemen.
Yep.
Thought so, but not the case. It looked like that 60.
You were right, and I was wrong. Glad I was.
It looked like 67 had fallen on the ball for the Eagles. 67 or 69 there on the line. 63 maybe. It looked like he was on the ball, but Wolves recover. Lose about 5 on the play, so 2nd and 15. Takes the snap. Moore takes the snap.
Sweep out. Nice move. Nice.
There we go. Standard feet. There you go.
Straight ahead power football. That was a nice play.
And that might be the first time tonight that we saw our tailback, in this case, for the most part of the night, Tyson Carter. He put some of those big tacklers and linemen from Graham-Kapowsin on their backs. He powered right into them. I think that the Wolves are showing a lot of heart, no give up, and still trying to smack him in the mouth as much as possible here legally. As as Moore prepares to take the snap, gets it, looks to throw straight down the middle, and had a receiver open.
Nice defensive play by number 31.
36.
36, thank you. Marquise. Just say Marquise.
That's Marcus Naputi, number 36 for the Eagles, with a nice defensive play on 37. Sam Canton there, the intended receiver, straight down the middle. Nice pass, just good defense is all.
Yeah, we're back to punt formation. Snap, nice snap right to him. He gets off a good kick. Nice kick. Has to go back and field it about the 23-yard line. Running up the right. And brought down. Nice. Again, a pack of Wolves.
Nicely done. I'm going to get the name and number of the gentleman coming up the top and bottom of the pile there. That looks like, he's coming across the middle of the field. I really want to get his name out there because that was a nice tackle. It was one of the better tackles tonight, on special teams or otherwise, from a Wolf. I want to say that's number 30. Finally got it. Ian Lutz, a 5'10", 190-pound sophomore, with a nice tackle on special teams there, keeping the yards minimal after the catch for the kickoff punt return from Miles Haywood of the Eagles. Nice tackle there. We've got the Eagles starting off 1st and 10 at the 31. Moving from our right to left. Fake handoff, initial handoff, pitches it out to 82, squeaks through, fumbles the ball, ball's on the deck, and the Wolves recover at the 33-yard line, which is where they will take over. Getting their hands busy, punching out the ball are the Wolves. And there's the turnover that we had been talking about, kind of thinking about here up in here in the booth, that the Wolves finally were able to capitalize on tonight there, Brian.
Yeah, I think Coach Dame, Joey Dame down there, I think he just skied about 12 inches into the air there on that fumble recovery.
That is a phenomenal vertical leap for Coach Dame. I think that's the best it's been in years right there.
I was giving him probably 11 inches, but that's okay.
That's fantastic. Good job. Good job, Coach Dame. We're proud of you and the entire coaching staff here for South Kitsap. Let's see what the Wolves, speaking of capitalize, can do with this fumble and turnover and recovery. The Eagles coughing it up for the first time tonight. Gonna pass.
Somebody mixed something up there.
Well, a couple of things. Somebody got mixed up, and there were some defenders in the backfield early as more. I believe. Let me double check the quarterback here for the Wolves. That's going to be Hezekiah Moore. Didn't really have a chance to set his feet or to get off a good pass, so the ball kind of sailed over the intended receivers towards about the 30-yard line. As they're going to line up for 2nd and 10 after the fumble by the Eagles. 2 wide receivers to the right. Handoff, immediate handoff up the middle. Nice running right up the middle.
That was a gain of about, 7 yards there, maybe?
Yeah, number 18 on the tackle there for the Eagles. It looks to me like that was number 15, Will Helliker, on the carry for the Wolves. Nice run, nice gain, nice yards. And finally tackled towards the first down marker. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3. See what the Wolves can do here from the Eagles' 26th-yard line. And if they aren't able to convert here, Coach, I believe that they'll probably go for it on 4th down. Bobbled snap, handoff, somehow got it off.
Hey, there's a first down for the Wolves.
First down for the Wolves. That was a really good job of the quarterback handling the snap that came with it. It looked like it hit the turf.
I've seen that a couple of times.
Well,
I haven't called out fumble because he's picked it right up.
Well,
but it's happened to.
The commendable thing was he was able to still execute the handoff.
Yeah.
Which, if a play that's usually considered a busted play, and all of a sudden the quarterback is out there scrambling for his life. In that case, he was able to handle it and hand it off as he lines up.
We do have 1st and 10 at the 20. Just drop back to pass, and he gets hit.
Moore is hit as the ball is being released, so the football not able to be effectively passed in that situation. So his arm was hit, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 20-yard line. The Wolves knocking on the door here, Brian.
What do you think you got here? If you're calling this play, what do you call it?
I call halfback option pass. That's just what I call. That's my favorite trick play. It's not really a trick play. It's just a play.
They got to the halfback, but he didn't even have time to throw it. If it was a throw, I think he was just running, and he's lost a couple of yards there. It was good penetration by the Eagles. Lost about a yard.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 11 for the Wolves. I would not guess, but you never know, that they would bring out the field goal unit if they fail to convert here. I'm guessing they'll go for it on 4th down if they don't convert. I'd like to see them converted into a 1st down right here.
Definitely
3rd down.
Definitely 4th down territory.
Absolutely.
Little swing pass there, and he didn't have much time before he had to throw it away.
Number 67,
he was
Cedric Hill. He's a 6 foot, 260-pound freshman. Was immediately in the lap of Hezekiah Moore, the quarterback for the Wolves.
Yeah, somebody
he disrupted the play from the get-go.
Somebody missed the block there, and that happens. It's too bad there because it looked like they had that set up. So we have 4th and 11. Ball on the 21-yard line.
We've got Dylan Babin at quarterback for this 4th down play, which makes me think they'll run something a little bit different. And he's going to roll out to the right, and he's going to get sacked at the 30, and the Eagles will take over on 4th down. Dylan not able to set his feet, and
we had a couple of receivers that were open.
No, that's not Dylan Babb. I think that was still Hezekiah Moore, the quarterback.
That's hard. You just can't lose yardage on that, and he'll learn. He'll look at the film and see what he needs to do. And when, not his fault. The lineman was right on him, and he just needed to get rid of that ball.
Yeah, I got to dump it.
Easy to say up here.
Once again, the armchair quarterback's up here in the booth.
Exactly.
Roll it in slow-mo. It looks easy, but
I'm not criticizing.
No.
He's still learn to read
absolutely. And learning experience that these young men will never forget.
Showing blitz on the right.
As the Eagles take over, giving chase the blitzer, and the Eagle with the ball gets up to about the 45-yard line. I believe that was number. I'm guessing here. I think that was number 80 for the Eagles. Miles Burrell, 6'2", sophomore, scampering up.
I've seen a couple times Richard Nolan, number 44 for the Wolves. He's blitzed from the right side, and he does a nice job of coming right down that line and chasing down the play from behind. And he's one of those guys that comes in and helps clean up a lot. It would be nice if they'd run the play at him.
1st and 10 for the Eagles from their 43. Handoff goes to the left, bounces it out. And he's trying to go horizontal, picking up a few yards, get just past the 50 before he's tackled by number 23 for the Wolves. And on that tackle is Ben Miller, a 5'9", 168-pound junior for the Wolves. Nice tackle, Ben. That will bring up second and about 2 for the Eagles. Eagles taking their time bringing the play in from the sideline. Eagles in blue pants with white jerseys, white helmets. Wolves all in maroon. Have a 3-man front, but usually bringing a blitzer on the defensive side for the Wolves.
Got second and short. Let's make a good play here, Wolves, and stack up a 3rd down.
Pitch to 36 for the Eagles. He's getting loose a little bit. He scampers to his left. He's going up the left sideline, avoids some tackles. Ball comes out. Wolves have recovered again on a fumble recovery at the 30-yard line. Nice run from the Eagles there, but just not able to get to the ground before the ball came out, and the recovery executed by number 49. Not seeing his number here on the program. Good job, 49, on the recovery.
Again, I said earlier in the first half, the cutbacks that these Eagle players are doing are just killing the Wolves, because it's they'll hit the line and it looks like maybe they're slowed down, and all of a sudden they make a cutback and off to the races they go for a big gain. Luckily, they fumbled the ball there. Luckily for the Wolves. And
I really wish we had number 49's number. He got to put on a turnover gold helmet on the sideline. Got a picture with some of his teammates. That's a cool moment for him. As the Wolves hand it off up the middle, it's scampering up the middle.
Nice play.
It's the first down off of first down we've had tonight for the Wolves, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Wolves 0 and Graham-Kapowsin 41. Nice run to finish off the 3rd quarter. Nice way also with that fumble recovery to segue right into that first down play on first down.
That was a good 14, 15-yard pickup. And you know what the coaches are telling them right now is they're saying, you know what? 3rd quarter, they tied 0-0.
Yep.
They kept them from scoring.
Yep.
And they played it even. And
you gotta have a short memory.
Exactly. And it's small victories. It's hard, and those that are real competitive out there are going, oh wow, they should. Well, you know what? That's the way you got to build. Small steps, baby steps even, and it's tough. It's hard
Once again, win each play.
Yeah. Hey, while we're kind of a break here between the 4th quarter, I got a couple other things to tell you about non-football related. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in and around South Kitsap. One leading up to Halloween. One of them is the Great Pumpkin Race, which is going to be Sunday, October 27th, so the Sunday before Halloween, at 9 a.m. to noon. There's a Halloween-themed fun run to support feeding families in South Kitsap. It's going to take place at Orchard Heights Elementary. It's put on by South Kitsap Helpline. And again, it's going to be up at Port Orchard. Participants can run or walk and help local people in crisis. And that you can sign up if you go to www.runsignup.com, Feeding Families 5K. And again, South Kitsap Helpline, who help nearly 5,000 individuals per month.
Fantastic, Brian. Thank you. As the Wolves line up for first down at the 44-yard line, getting stopped and pushed back immediately. The runner on the play for the Wolves, that's going to be number 9, Tyson Carter, who's carried the ball almost exclusively tonight for the Wolves. He's a 5'10", 175-pound senior. And actions do speak louder than words. I think Tyson's gone out there tonight, and he's really shown that, we're going to play physical. It doesn't matter what the score is, and we're going to run hard.
And you like to see that, and that's a winning attitude. It's tough. Keep saying that, and it is, but they're working at it. They're building on it.
Yep, absolutely agree, Brian. As the Wolves line up here for 2nd and 12, throw out to the left.
Nice pass.
Nice catch. And that is number 15 for the Wolves, Will Helliker, 6'1" senior with the reception. Nice catch, Will.
We've called his name out several times tonight. He's doing some nice things.
Doing things on both sides of the ball. Or maybe it's just the offensive side of the ball and I'm just losing track a little bit. But he's doing good things out there on the football field, nonetheless.
Leader by example.
Absolutely. They got some Wolves showing leadership. I love seeing the seniors that are doing what they're doing tonight, too. It shows a lot of heart. Wolves line up. 2 receivers to the right. Quick handoff from Moore. Right up the middle, short gain. Should bring up about 2nd and 9. Wolves doing a good job of working hard. I've said this a few times tonight, so here's the theme offensively is sticking with the game plan. No matter what's happening around you, win each play, sticking with the game plan. Doing a great job of doing what the coaches are coached them to do. Not trying to get fancy, not trying to do something outside of their comfort zone. Ready for the snap.
Showing blitz. They're going right up the middle again.
Going right, yep. Number 26, I believe, for the Wolves, Dylan Murray.
If the line judge is where his feet are at, it looks like they got the first down.
Fantastic, and I believe that's number 23. I think I got that one.
And it is. It's a South Kitsap first down.
Ben Miller on the handoff and carry for the first down for the Wolves. This is all positive for the Wolves and the Wolves program. You never know where the Wolves are going to be in a year or two, or where Graham-Kapowsin is going to be in a year or two. These freshmen and sophomores are going to be upperclassmen, and you never know how that'll translate in the future. We've been predicting good things. So this is all positive for the Wolves here in the 4th quarter and 2nd half. Handoff out to the left. Ben Miller wrapped up, the 5'9" junior. Tackled for no gain. And the one thing that we mentioned a couple times tonight, Brian, is the speed of the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles. They seem to be getting to the spot pretty quick most of the time tonight. And that will bring up 2nd and 11 for the Wolves. As Moore is ready for the snap, 2 backs, 2 to the right. Flips it out to the right. He had pressure coming up, right up the middle, up towards, up into his comfort zone, and not really able to get off the pass that he wanted there.
Both teams now are substituting pretty freely, which is a good way. Get some of these kids, keep consistency. Some of the things the same, but at the same time giving some of your other players that haven't, on both sides of the ball, a chance to play, get a little experience, because you never know when you're going to need them.
Wolves line up on 3rd down here, 3rd and 11. Gets the snap, feeling pressure, coming into the backfield, gets a pass off over the head of the intended receiver. And incomplete. Bringing up, I believe, is that going to be a 3rd down, Brian?
Yes, we've got, no, 4th down. It's too bad. He number 13, Jacob Nelson, was open, but Mr. Moore was getting a lot of pressure there, and I don't think he saw him.
Well,
They are back. They're gonna go ahead and punt the ball away.
if there's one thing the Wolves could straighten out that would help out their offense tremendously is
Ooh, a
securing-
high.
and he
Nice
fields it.
nice job. And it gets
securing a pocket for that quarterback
yeah.
on pass plays. And nice punt from the Wolves there, and actually a high snap that initially looked like it was going to go over the head of the punter, but Brian somehow he managed to get a mid up there and corral that ball in.
Good center fielder right there getting that ball. And then he had the wherewithal to get off a really nice, it didn't look real pretty, but it was a real high, good hang time punt there. So,
Well done by the punter for the Wolves. Graham-Kapowsin will take over. We're 41-0 here in the second half, fourth quarter, running clock. Wolves down to the Graham-Kapowsin, the visiting Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, very highly ranked Eagles. So far have done what they have wanted to do here on the football field, but the Wolves have thrown a shutout here in the second half. Run up the middle, short gain, tackled by, once again, a pack of Wolves. Good job tackling there from the Wolf defense.
D-Rod, what you don't have anything going on October 26th? It's a Saturday, 1 to 5 down on Bay Street. Take your kids down there. They're having their annual Boo Bash.
What day is that?
That is Saturday the 26th.
Oh, my gosh.
And there's going to be all kinds of things, trick-or-treating from the from the stores and dance and singing and just all kinds of
That
things.
sounds like something I'd like to take my kids to. Eagles handoff up the left side. Picks up several yards, about 5 or 6. Almost to the first down marker.
So as the sponsors of this, they say trick-or-treating for kids. So no, you can't get your candy there, D-Rod. It starts at 3 p.m. along Bay Street with merchants supplying all the treats. There'll be people down, helping the kids cross and all that. There's also going to be, the topping the night off is going to be a annual haunted library at Go Figure, the library from 6 to 9.
Oh.
Very kid focused, but there will be some little scares and that kind of stuff.
Fantastic. As we get a pitch up the right side, it picks up a first down up to about the 35-yard line. Did I see a flag thrown in there, Brian, or was I hallucinating that? I think I just imagined it.
I did not see it, but the referee is calling an official timeout.
Okay.
Not sure what this is about.
While we have the official timeout, I would like to point out and talk about for a second our other honorary captain tonight for the Wolves football team. Chris Hyatt has been a teacher and athletic director at South Kitsap High School since 2012.
He's fantastic. That's
I agree. Chris teaches health, athletic medicine, and IB classes. He also teaches adults CPR. As we get back to play, I'll finish up with Chris's bio after the play. Eagles first down at about the 35-yard line. Hand off up to the left side. Short gain. He works mainly with football, wrestling, boys soccer, baseball, along with all our sports teams. Before coming to South Kitsap, Chris's time at Cloheha Secondary School, he spent time at Cloheha Secondary School and working with the Los Angeles Dodgers minor league baseball teams. He enjoys fly fishing and spending time with his wife and 2 boys. Chris Hyatt, thank you for being our other honorary captain for SK Wolves football tonight.
That's a neat thing they do.
Hand off up the middle.
They stuff him.
Nice. Stuffed by the Wolves defense. Good use of the word stuff there, Brian. You usually think about that in basketball with a slam dunk shot.
Yeah.
But they did.
You don't hear stuff shot though.
No.
I mean, back in the day, back when you were soaring above the rim and.
Oh man, soaring.
Okay, they were 8-foot rims, but it looked good.
Oh man,
it looked good. All right, we got third and 8 here. Yeah.
3rd and 8 for the Eagles. Wolves trying to stop them on defense here. I think we have a false start. We had a couple of the Wolves defenders getting a little bit jumpy, and I think it might have drawn off one of the offensive linemen for the Eagles. We'll see how the referees call it. Neutral zone infraction on the Wolves, so I was wrong.
Hey, D-Rod, do you know what football players wear on Halloween?
No.
Face masks. We just got a boo from the
Sorry,
booth, which was deserved.
All the people listening out there, I'm not going to apologize because deep down inside I like it.
I apologize, but not too much.
I like it. So sorry. I like bad jokes. Not that Brian's been telling bad jokes tonight, but I just thought I'd throw it out there. I like bad jokes. As the Eagles line up, the Wolves gave them some yards on a penalty.
Showing blitz up the middle. Here they come.
Oh,
and they caught him. Nicely done.
Met at the point of the ball being pitched. Great job from the Wolves there, bringing down number 36 for the Eagles. That is Marcus Naputi, the 5'8", 160-pound sophomore. We've got 2 minutes left of a running clock, second half here at Ed Fisher Field in Port Orchard, Washington, and here at South Kitsap High School. I'm Dave Rodriguez, and this is Brian Pickard, and we are so proud and so pleased to bring you this broadcast tonight on SKTV of SK Wolves football.
Want another joke?
Anytime, pal.
I'll spare you. Up the middle. And he looks, where are they going to place it?
I think they're going to place it for a first down.
I think you're right.
Yep,
So,
they're moving the chains.
I got one more thing coming up here this is on Halloween night. It's out Thursday, October 31st. The Trunk or Treat event is hosted by Air Masters Heating and that one place at 1397 Olney. It's going to benefit South Kitsap Helpline. The event in the parking lot at the one place in Bimart, and will provide a family-friendly atmosphere on Halloween. Visitors are asked to bring a canned food item to donate to Helpline.
Brian, thank you for all the valuable, relevant community information.
It goes along with what we were talking about earlier about the community spirit. A lot of things going on. I mean, you can make a joke about the spirits of Halloween, but there is a lot of stuff going on, and there's a lot of family-focused things. And a nice play by the defense of the Wolves. Sorry, I had to roll into that one. That was a loss of about 5, 6, maybe.
I think the Wolves are playing some inspired defense. I think that the coaches and teammates on the sideline have a lot of positive perspective and just things to build on from this experience tonight. That they can say, "Hey, look what we did! Look what we did in the second half." And you got to focus on the positive. Sure, we look at the first half and some of the things that happened there, but what happened in the second half?
They held them in check. Absolutely right.
And
Absolutely right. So that's what you build on. Little steps.
And it turns into big things later. So we're really, really proud of these players and coaches for how hard they've worked. And very much proud of this community support here in Port Orchard as the clock ticks down to the end of the game.
And that will be it. Final score, the Graham-Kapowsin Eagles, 41, South Kitsap Wolves, 0, as the South Kitsap fight song is played by the band.
We want to thank you for joining us tonight, and we'd also like to thank the students of the video production program here at South Kitsap who made this television program possible. And again, the final score, Graham-Kapowsin 41, South Kitsap Wolves 0. So long, and good evening from South Kitsap High School. It's me, D-Rod, and Brian Pickard signing off.
Good night, all. Drive safe home.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for supporting these two teams tonight. We ask that you would please look around you and help clean up our area so we can keep our stadium looking nice. Please drive safe and have a good evening. Good night, everyone.